I'm Bassmasters. He's Buck Fever. And if I were Jimmie Johnson and he were Carl Edwards, this would be
Why does it always
right
happen?
now.
I do everything I can do.
I'm sorry.
I win, I try.
What can I do? What are the 3 burning questions in NASCAR today? All right, get it together, buddy. Jerome Buzz Cutler, the voice of God, Cutler. Question number 1 from yesterday's Pep Boys Auto 500.
Question number 1 is the burning question that all NASCAR fans throughout the world are asking, and they look to you guys for the answer. Have Chad Knaus and Jimmie Johnson sold their souls to the devil?
No, they're just really good at what they do. They haven't sold their souls to the devil.
No!
There's no conspiracy theories, Buck,
please.
or NASCAR threw a magical caution to help Jimmy get his lap back. They haven't sold their souls to the devil. I want to say this about the call Chad Knaus made. 10 laps to go, caution comes out. We're going to have a single file restart with 8 laps to go. We know these tires are worth like at least a second a lap by this point. They put on new tires with what, 35 to go? And now we've got 10-8 to go. They're going to be worth a second. It wasn't a huge risk from where he was. There weren't that many cars on the lead lap. It was just smart. Plus, he was able to take advantage of the first pit stall and come out the first guy with 4 fresh tires, and you saw what happened. You saw what happened.
I saw
tires
what
are
happened.
worth a lot there.
I saw. You tell me strategy had anything to do with this?
Yeah, strategy.
There are 4 guys who have sold their souls to the devil. Eric Clapton, Tiger Woods, Chad Knaus, and Jimmie Johnson. That's the story right here.
Okay, he hasn't sold his soul to the devil. He made a great call, came in second, and a lot of people were saying, Cutler, that this was a huge risk to gambler Chad Knaus.
Wasn't really.
I don't think so.
No.
Because he had that huge point
and here's the thing.
to play with. He had the first pit stall, and they knew how good tires were. We watched it all day long.
Here's the thing about Chad Knaus. He thinks it through. He says, aha, this won't be that big a deal.
It's a great call.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it.
It's a great call.
He thinks it through.
Okay, question number 2. I'm going to send your question back at you, Bassmasters. You walked into the office this morning and you said, I can't believe nobody else took tires.
Right.
Is the question, why didn't anybody else take tires? Or is the question, if somebody else had taken the tires, could they have caught
They didn't think it through.
Well, yes. I mean, if someone else had taken tires, they could have caught Carl.
Clearly.
Sure.
Clearly.
Okay, a lot of times what happens in these situations is the leader does one thing and everyone else does another. The leader comes in, everyone else stays out. The leader stays out, everyone else comes in. I thought that might be what happened, even with as few as 8 laps to go when we finally threw the green for the final time yesterday.
Also,
because,
I mean,
honestly, again, the tires were worth at least a second a lap by then,
He
weren't
didn't
they?
have anything to
am I
lose
crazy?
either. He didn't have very much to lose either, so he went ahead and
He'd
did it.
already lost the lead to Carl on the restart. Maybe he thought he could get him back.
He's points racing big time, just trying to make
obviously
up
the
spots.
risk you take is you come in and the people behind you stay out. So there's some risk there. But I was a little surprised that more guys didn't come in at that point.
Okay, question number 3. Carl Edwards in victory lane, when told that Jimmie Johnson finished second, said, and I quote, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
He also called him magic.
Yeah.
Jimmy's magic.
He is
Here's
magic.
the question. What more could Carl have done?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Here's the thing. This so reminds me of Tiger Woods. You see how Tiger Woods was able to get into his competitors' heads when he first got out? Jimmie Johnson has gotten in Carl Edwards' head. He just does everything he can. He wins the whole shooting match and loses points, 34 points to Jimmie Johnson.
Well, he didn't lose points to Jimmie Johnson, Buck. He gained 15 points, but Jimmie Johnson's lead increased because he
by 34 points.
Because he beat
crazy.
Greg Biffle and he beat Jeff Burton, who had mediocre days.
When your competitor wins a race and then says, you are magic, they are psyched out, basically.
I don't think he's psyched out.
He's psyched out.
I think he's just throwing up his hands and saying, well,
Jimmy's in his head, man.
What else can I do? I mean, he won the race. He won the race. So what does it mean to be in his head? It doesn't seem to have affected his performance.
Because they're blown away by their competitor, psyched out.
Well,
that's what
assuming you're psyched out, you'd think that would show up in your performance. I mean, Carl won the race. What do you want him to do? All right, that's your Rowdy.com Big 3 for today. For Buck Fever, I'm Bassmasters, and for Jerome Buzz Cutler with the questions. Thank you very much, Cutler. Ta-ta. Psyched out. You're psyched out.
No, he's psyched out, man. He's totally psyched out.
Uh-huh. That's why he won the race.
Don't you think it's strange that everywhere I go I follow a guy in a cowboy hat?
Rowdy. Rowdy.com. Built by race fans for race fans.